Functions is a topic that starts at a grade 7 and goes all the way up to grade 9 for IGCSE and Excel. We're going to start looking at the basics for this topic, the grade 7 material. Okay, so a function is basically a relationship between two sets of numbers. So previously we've seen this relationship perhaps like a linear function, y equals 5x minus 2. You might have been given it as an equation or a graph. So a linear function is a graph that's a straight line. Quadratic function is a curved graph. A cubic function and a reciprocal function. Gives you the relationship between two sets of numbers. Now, previously, we would have seen a function in the form y equals nx minus 2, perhaps. And if we input a value for x, we get a value for y. If we did that a few times, we see a relationship between the two numbers. Now, for functions, we have a new notation. F of x is equal to 9x minus 2. Now, we can sub in values to find for x to find the value of a function. So again, if we had y equals 9x minus 2, previously, if we've been told x is equal to 3, you could work out the value of 9 by subbing in x equals 3. 9 times 3 take away 2, which is 25. Using the function notation, I'm going to show you how to do it. So we would be given f of 3, for example, and we're replacing the x in this function for 3. 9 times 3, 27, take away 2, 25. So f of 3 equals 25. Just do one more. F of 5. 9 times 5, take away 2. 9 times 5 is 45, take away 2, 43. We also may be asked to solve a function. Again, previously, we would have seen it in this form. We might have been asked to find x when y is equal to 7. So if we put y equal to 7, we would simply solve the equation by adding 2 to both sides, dividing both sides by 9. And function notation, what would that look like? Solve f of x equal to 7. So again, we'd put the function equal to 7, add 2 to both sides, divide both sides by 9. So it's just a different notation really at this stage. You are used to using all this different types of maths already. It's just getting used to the notation. Okay, have a go at this left-hand side first, and then the right-hand side. Put me on pause maybe, unpause when completed. Okay, so for this first one, f of 7, we're replacing x in this function for 7. 7 take away 5, 2. G of 1, we're this time replacing it into this function. So 4 times 1 squared minus 2. 1 squared is 1, times 4 is 4. 4 take away 2 is 2. H of 3, so 1 divided by 4 minus 5 times 3. Okay, you've got minus 1/11, so 2 decimal places. minus 0.09. F of minus 7. So minus 7, take away 5, minus 12. G of 9. Just put my working out for this over here. 4 times 9 squared, take away 2. 322. H of minus 6. Minus 11. G of negative 3. Don't forget in your calculator the brackets. Around the negative 3. And f of 0. Question 4. Solve f of x is equal to 7. Add 8 to both sides. Divide both sides by 3. Question 5. G of x is equal to 31. I'm going to I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. Divide both sides by negative 4, because x is minus 5.5. Hx equals 32. I'm going to times both sides by 2. Add 1 to both sides. Divide both sides by 5. And this last one, f of x equals 27. Hopefully you notice for this we have a quadratic equation, needs to be equal to 0. So I need to take 27 off both sides. Times to get minus 24, add to get negative 2, minus 6, positive 4. So x equals 6 or x is equal to negative 4. You just need to be aware of a slightly different notation you might be exposed to in the IGCSE exam. Just to show you that this here, f takes each x value and maps it onto 3x minus 1 is exactly the same as that. Just be aware of that different notation. Composite functions. So a function. So this would usually be shown like this. F of g of x. And you can kind of see with the way they've shown it here, you have to work out the bit closest to the x first. So we'd work out the g of 5 and then put it in the f. So what is the g of 5 first? 5 squared minus 3. 25 minus 3 is 22. You now need to replace x for 22 in f. $45. Okay, have a go at these questions. Put me on pause and pause when you're done. Okay, part A. F of g of 3. G of 3 is 1. Now we need to work out the f of 1. H of f of 5. We need to work out the f of 5 first. $32. And now we're working out the h of 32. Heat. Part C. GH of 20. Let's work out h of 20 first. 20 over 4 is 5. So we now need to work out the Which one am I on? Here we go, g of 5. 3 times 5, take away 8, 7. Part D. We need to work out the f of -2 first. -2 squared plus 7, 11. Now we need to work out the g of 11. (25). E. H of 12 is 3. 12 divided by 4. F of 3. 3 squared plus 7, 16. F. We want the f of 1. Well, the f of 1 is 1 squared plus 7, which is 8. The f of 8, 8 squared plus 7, 71. G. G of 4. G of 4 is 4. And G of 4, 4. Hang on. H. H of 40. H of 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. And the H of 10. 10 divided by 4, 2.5. Okay, we're going to be looking at now finding the value of functions using algebra. We know the f of x is 3x plus 1. What's the f of 2x? This means we need to replace the x for 2x. I'm going to look at a few examples here. How about the f of minus x? Well, again, I need to replace the x for negative x. 3 times negative x is just negative 3x. F of x plus 1. This time I'm going to replace the x for x plus 1. Expand your brackets and simplify. Well, how about the f of x plus 5? This time I've just got my function and I'm adding 5 to it, which would give us 3x plus 6. Okay, one more. 2f of x means you're multiplying your function by 2, which will give you 6x plus 2. Some of these questions here are quite difficult. Have a go at them, put me on pause, unpause maybe after answering each full question. Okay, question 1. We've got our f of x is equal to 2x plus 1, f of minus x. Let's replace the x for negative x. 2 times negative x is negative 2x plus 1. Part B, want the f of x plus 2. This time we're replacing this x here with x plus 2. Let's expand your brackets. And part C, we've got the function add 2, which is just 2x plus 3. Question 2. So we're replacing the x here in A for x plus 1. 4x plus 4, take away 3, 4x plus 1. And the f of 2x, we're replacing the x for 2x. 4 times 2x is 8x, take away 3. Part C, 2f of x, we're simply multiplying the whole function by 2. Question 3. Got to be careful here. A, f of minus x, we're replacing the x with negative x. If I kind of simplify that, minus and a minus is a plus, 3 plus x. F of negative 3x, we're replacing the x for negative 3x. Again, if I simplify that, a minus and a minus is a plus. And C, we've got negative 3 times your function. Minus 3 times 3 is minus 9. Minus 3 times negative x is positive 3x. Okay, we're on question 4. So your function this time is x squared plus 2x. We want to find the f of x minus 1. So we're replacing x for x minus 1. I expand, don't forget this is a double bracket, right? It means x minus 1 times x minus 1, which will give you x squared minus x plus 1. And then expand my second bracket, 2x minus 2. So it gives me x squared minus 2x plus 1, add 2x minus 2. Collect your like terms, minus 2x plus 2x is 0. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. I need the f of x minus 1 plus 1. I've already worked out the f of x minus 1, haven't I? In part A, just adding 1 to it. In part C, 1 minus the f of x minus 1, which I've already worked out. So it's 1, just careful here, it's 1 minus all of this bracket x squared minus 1, so it's 1 minus x squared, and it's 1 minus negative 1, which is positive 1, which leaves you with minus x squared. Question 5. We've got f of x is equal to x squared minus x. Work out the f of 3x first. Replace my x with 3x. 3x squared. Don't forget to square everything. Part B. 3f of x. I'm just multiplying my function by 3. And C. F of minus x. I'm replacing x with negative x. Careful with your algebra. Negative x times negative x is x squared. Minus minus x is plus x. Let's have a go at a few of these worded questions. Question 6. 4 plus 3x. So given that the f of x equals 4 plus 3x and gx equals 8 minus x, find the value of x such that f of x equals g3 of x. So f of x equals g of 3x. Let's work out g of 3x first by replacing my x with 3x. So then I can put them equal. And then we just need to simply solve. Add 3x to both sides. Minus 4 from both sides. Divide both sides by 6. Simplify. Okay, question 7. Given my functions, find the value of x, such as 2f of x equals g of x. 2f of x is 2 times the f function. I'm going to put that equal to g of x. It's a quadratic equation. I want it equal to 0, but I want a positive x squared. So I'm going to take x squared off both sides. And I'm going to take 6x off both sides. Take 3 off both sides. Factorise. Times to get minus 3. Add to get minus 2. Minus 3 plus 1. X is 3. Or x is negative 1. Question 8. Right, 2px equals q of 2x. Let's work out 2px first. These are fractions. Well, I've got one fraction. I'm going to make this into a fraction by putting a 1 underneath it. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. Q of 2x. I'm just going to replace my x for 2x. Right, now I can put them equal. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2x plus 4 and by 3x minus 1. Sorry, 3 minus x. To kind of do a cross multiplication thing. Expand your brackets. Oops. Add x to both sides. Minus 8 from both sides. Just take it over here. Divide both sides by 5. Okay, just one more thing to look at here. Let's do composite functions using the algebra, f of gx. So this means we start with a gx, we have our gx, so we need to put that into f. So we're working out the f of x minus 5, because that is your gx. So what I'm doing here is replacing x in my f function for x minus 5. And then I'm simplifying. I'll just talk you through B, C and D, and then I've got some for you to have a go at yourself. Gf of x, so we start with our f of x and we put it into the g function, which means we're working out the g of 2x plus 1, because that is our f of x. And in the g function we're replacing x for 2x plus 1, which simplifies to 2x minus 4. See, the f of x, so we're working out the f of x and putting it into f. So we're working out the f of itself of 2x plus 1. So we're replacing the x in the f function with 2x plus 1. Which simplifies to. And doing the same but with the g function. So working at the g of x minus 5. We're replacing the x with x minus 5, which gives you x minus 10. Okay, have a go at these for yourself. Put me on pause and pause when you're done. So putting this into the f, the g of x into the f. We're replacing the x with 2x plus 6. B, g of f of x. We're working out the g of 4x minus 3. C, h of f of x. So we're working out the h of 4x minus 3. Replace the x with 4x minus 3. Double bracket. 4x times 4x, 16x squared, minus 12x, minus 12x plus 9, which gives us 16x squared, minus 24x plus 9. And the last one, f of hx, f of x squared, 4x squared minus 3. Okay. Move on to inverse functions now. You will find a revision video on that topic.